Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toys Escapades channel in Malaysia. On the channel today, I'm excited and proud to showcase the brand new Hot Wheels mainline basic carded Optimus Prime vehicle model. This is the first time an Optimus Prime toy vehicle has been made right here in Malaysia in this scale. And this is truly a moment to remember not only for Transformers fans here in Malaysia, but also for G1 fans all over the world, because I'm pretty sure having an officially licensed Hot Wheels Optimus Prime vehicle model has been a dream of many for the last 40 years. Now, just to get it out of the way, this is a completely different release from the earlier Hot Wheels Track Fleet Optimus Prime version, which I also reviewed here recently. That one came with the trailer, but the cab section is in fact a lot smaller than this new mainline version, as you can see right here from this in-hand comparison of both vehicles. The new mainline release is in fact a lot larger, and also the top section of the mainline cab has all new details worked into the sculpt, further evidence that this is a brand new model and not simply one that has been upsized from the earlier Track Fleet release. Guys, this is a true 1/64 scale model, and it has all of the glorious details that fans would expect from a Generation 1 Optimus Prime cab, from the design to the color scheme and the application of chrome on the front grille to the Autobot insignias on the sides. Now this is a fan-pleasing product from every aspect, and it really does feel heavy. Okay, there's a lot of die cast here, especially in the cab area, and this is fantastic, especially since these days you really have to pay a premium to get die cast parts on a Transformers toy. The irony is, even though this mainline release should rightly be something like a $3 toy, or something like just 10 ringgit here in Malaysia. However, judging from the demand for him and the fact that scalpers will ensure that none of it hits retail, you will still likely end up paying a premium to own this. Okay. Now that sucks, of course, definitely. But, what are you going to do? Okay, on the rear section, you see the smokestacks, which are in black. This is a very different look for Prime. But I was thinking about it probably since Hot Wheels has released several versions of him by now. And this is in fact the third version, counting the Mattel Creations Transforming one, the one that came out exclusively for $80 a few months ago. And after this, there's certain to be even more versions of Prime, definitely. So probably Mattel decided to shake things up a bit and give fans a bit of variety by giving Prime black smokestacks. No complaints from me personally, because this does look pretty unique. And you know what? At the end of the day, it's still a G1 Prime. So it's impossible for me to feel or say anything negative about it. Now I'm going to bring out the Track Fleet Optimus Prime for a closer comparison between both cabs. As you know from my earlier review, the trailer section can in fact be removed. This seems to be something that a lot of people did not realize. And once you get it out of the way, you can get both of the cab sections side by side for a closer comparison. And you can see just how much of a difference there is in the sizes between the two. And the rear sections of the cabs are also painted differently. The one on the main line has something of a more darker blue color tone, while the Track Fleet is slightly lighter. And also on the Track Fleet cab, there is a circular slot there for the ball joint on the trailer to be attached to it. And of course, the mainline version doesn't have this. However, it does have something of an attachment port there. Okay, if you see this circular section here, and it almost seems to indicate that perhaps it could attach to something, maybe something that's going to be released in the future. Maybe Hot Wheels is going to do a basic carded mainline trailer section for this Optimus Prime. Okay, that could happen. Anything's possible, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about that. Now, here's a look at the undercarriage sections of both vehicles. As you can see, the detailing here states that both vehicles are proudly made right here in Malaysia. However, for the new mainline release, it does contain a certain special surprise. You do see the sculpted face of Optimus Prime right there on the undercarriage. It's a great way to acknowledge that this is in fact a Transformer. It's a Hot Wheels Transformer, one that doesn't transform, but it still acknowledges its robot mode. And I feel that this particular sculpt of Optimus Prime's head is really so much more defined and detailed than what we got with the Bumblebee one. All right, here's the two of them side by side. You can see that the sculpt on Optimus is so much more detailed, is so much more refined. Okay, there's more depth to it. It almost looks like a full 3D head sculpt, whereas the one for Bumblebee just looks flat. Okay, it looks like somebody drew his face on the undercarriage versus it being an actual head. Okay, I mean, you guys look at this thing and let me know what you think. Okay, but definitely They put in way more effort into the Optimus Prime head sculpt, and maybe it's because he's the leader, all right? So he gets priority. Okay, I don't know. Here's a look at the mainline G1 Optimus Prime and Bumblebee vehicles side by side. These two actually scale together really well. And you know what? Just seeing these two side by side like this, I'm sure it's a dream come true for so many Hot Wheels fans out there, right? A day that we never thought was possible, that both of these guys will be rolling straight out of the G1 Transformers universe into the world of Hot Wheels. And here's also another comparison between the mainline Optimus Prime versus the Track Fleet Prime and the G1 mainline Bumblebee. As you can see, and as I pointed out in my last video, the Bumblebee is in fact too big to be scaled alongside the Track Fleet Prime, but alongside the mainline version, he looks to be about just fine, right? Now look, all of this stuff would be really exciting. Definitely the chance to own a new basic cadet Hot Wheels Optimus Prime that's made right here in Malaysia. However, the reality as it is that you'll almost never find this thing in the stores. Okay, you'll never find this thing on the packs. I don't know what the situation is for the rest of the world, but here in Malaysia, you'll never be able to find something like this at retail stores and expect to pay retail prices for it. Okay, that's never going to happen, right? Because all of this stuff gets hotted up probably at the distribution level. I'm not really sure what happens because none of this stuff turns up at retail. All of this stuff turns up at flea markets, okay, via selected sellers, selected exclusive sellers, I should say. All of these people get their supplies from the same source, okay? Whoever the source is giving this thing to them at a marked up price. They resell it to the consumer at an even further marked up price, okay? Now look, I myself have been in the vintage toy collectibles trading community for a very long time, for many, many years, and I understand when it comes to reselling vintage items at a current market value, because when it comes to vintage collectibles, especially stuff from the 80s, you can't find this stuff in stores anymore. I can't walk into a store and expect to find a G1 Optimus Prime figure that was made in 1984 and expect to pay the prices from 1984. That's just ridiculous, okay? But when it comes to reselling modern day collectibles, that's where I draw the line, okay? Especially when it's happening right here in Malaysia, okay? All this stuff is stuff that should be in circulation at the moment, but it's not allowed to be circulated freely because whoever has special access to these items is taking the liberty to just hoard them up, okay? Probably at the distribution level, and Mattel, and now not even Hasbro, seems to be able to do anything about it, right? At least not here in Malaysia from what I can see, but I don't know what the situation is in the rest of the world. But like I said, this is a fantastic, utterly monumental release that many people probably will never get the chance to own, or at least be able to own for a reasonable price. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, what you think about this new Hot Wheels Transformers mainline G1 Optimus Prime diecast vehicle. How does this thing rock you? Are you ready to roll out to the store and find this thing for yourself? Let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you guys again real soon. Take care out there.